and welcome back to my channel. So today's look, or today's tutorial, I should say, I literally always say that in every single video. But today's tutorial is going to be on this look. I'm very, very happy with it. I know that I say that in every video, but I wouldn't put out a video if I wasn't happy with it, you know what I'm saying? So, I was just inspired by all things pink right now. Since I am having a little girl, I think that's kind of what like set it off for me. And I just think pink is super fun during the holidays, especially during New Year's and things like that. I do have Christmas looks that are going to be coming up, but I just wanted to throw this one in there because I've been wanting to do it for a while, especially ever since I got the ColourPop Element of Surprise palette with Opulent right here. It's such a beautiful shade. So that is kind of the start of the show today. And yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing how I created this look, then please keep on watching. So I don't have anything on my face except for my oil that I use every single time to prime my face. I actually use this. Sometimes I'll use it on its own as a primer, and then other days I will use it under a regular primer. But it's the Nuxe Paris Huile Prodigieuse. I'm totally butchering that, I know I am. But yeah, this is the limited edition bottle. I've had this for a little bit, and what I really like about it is that it does last for a really long time. But aside from that, I've noticed that sometimes beauty oils have a tendency of kind of like smelling like mothballs after a while. This doesn't. This smells super luxurious and nice and really fragrant, and I just love using it. And then the other thing, I have EOS Minty Lip Balm on. So yeah, I'm just going to get started by priming my eyes, and then we'll get started on the look for today. So as always, I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is the anti-aging one. You can never start like treating your skin too early. I mean, you definitely can't. Like, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing, but you know what I mean. I always take some under the eye as well. Okay guys, so eyebrows are done, and very happy with how they came out today. I'm actually trying to grow them out so they might look a little bit bushier than normal, and I might have a few like little strands of hair here, little rogue hairs, I guess you could say. Before I get started with the eyes, I just want to let you guys know I am completely aware that this hair is sticking out, and I know that it's going to drive some of you crazy, because if I were watching this video, it would probably drive me crazy too. So I'm just kind of giving you like a trigger warning. But yeah, we're gonna get started, and today I'm going to be using a few different things, but one of the main things that I'm going to be using is the ColourPop Element of Surprise palette, and I'm going to be using this guy right here. And the name of this eyeshadow is Opulent. It's just a beautiful, rich, hot pink, and I was really inspired by that because I feel like during like the holiday season, pink is a color that's not normally used, but it's a very festive color, because normally you go towards the silvers, the golds, the greens, the reds, the red lip, and things like that. So I just wanted to do a hot pink look, and I think this would be really fun for New Year's. I know that Christmas obviously comes before New Year's, but I thought it would be fun to film this. So I hope that you guys enjoy. This is probably going to be half talk through, half voiceover. So yeah, let's get started. And I'm sorry if I was like just out of the frame. I'm still trying to figure out my whole lighting setup. One of my lights, actually, the bulb broke today, so that's what we're dealing with. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into this Winky Luxe Kitten palette that came with our BoxyCharm at the beginning of November, and I'm going to be using this color right here. It's Duchess. It's a nice bone color, and I'm just going to be dusting that all over my eye. This is just going to seal in whatever eye base you put on, whether that be primer or concealer or a paint pot. Also, I find it I find it easier to blend eyeshadows out when you put a skin tone base on your eye, because it just gives everything else something to blend into. So yeah, that's a little tip for you guys. I want to stay away from like browns and things like that when I go into the crease for today. And just, yeah, just kind of like for the crease. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this. This is one of the eyeshadows from the palette that I picked up and kind of like created my own with ColourPop. This one's called Making Moves. So we're going to go in with this color and we're going to take that into our crease with another fluffy brush. And this brush is by Crown. As you guys know, I love Crown. I think their brushes are amazing. They're super high quality and super low cost. No, I'm not sponsored by them. I think I've said this before, but yeah, I love Crown brushes. So we're just going to take that into the crease, and this color is super pigmented. So I just like to use a little bit at a time to kind of gradually build my desired consistency, I guess you could say. We're going to go in with a clean blending brush. Again, this is another one from Crown. We're just going to blend out the edges. And if you want, you can keep this like really concise and just like kind of blend it out to here, or you can kind of blow it out a little bit more. I kind of did like a happy medium. But yeah, you can definitely do whatever you guys want. And the next color we're going to go in with is Stay Golden. We're going to go in with that same fluffy brush that we were using in our crease, and we're just going to take this on the outer corner. I kind of just want to deepen this outer portion a little bit. Actually, what I'm going to do is, instead of going in with a black or a brown or anything like that, I'm going to go in with this. This is Hung Up. I haven't used this eyeshadow before, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's a nice rich eggplant with a little bit of shimmer. So we're going to go in again with that fluffy brush. I'm going to tap that into this, and we're going to put that on the outer corner, focusing it more on just the outer corner. You just want to add a little bit of smoky dimension on the outside portion of the eye. And now we're going to go in with a little bit of concealer. We're going to do a cut crease on this, or a half cut crease. Trick with cut creases when you go in with the concealer is to not put too much on, because that's when you get a little crazy and you start putting eyeshadows like super high, you know. Okay, so I'm going to go in with that first color that we used, Making Moves. I'm just going to put it right on the portion that was closest to that dark portion on the outside. I'm gonna go over top with the other crease shadow that we used. Then we're gonna go in with the star of the show, which is Opulent. And for this, I'm taking a ULTA. That color is. Okay, so now that we're back after my traumatic experience putting on those eyelashes, I've just like realized that my eyes don't like eyelashes. So yeah, but these are beautiful, so I wanted to put them on for you guys, and they're brand new, so yeah. And these, if anybody is wondering, these are the Velour lashes in Fluff and Edgy. I got them at Sephora. So yeah, and they're actually like casting a shadow in my contacts, which is crazy. But yeah, so now I'm going to do the rest of my face, and then we'll come back and finish the eyes. But before I do that, I do want to put in some liner. Let's see, what kind of liner do we want to do? Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of black eyeliner on my tight line, and then in my waterline, I think I might put a bronze color. But let's see how this looks first. And now we're going to get started on the rest of the face. So the first thing that I'm going to do, as I said before, I already put a little bit of that oil on. But now I'm going to go in with the Badescu Rose Water Spray and just spray my face. I always like to do this right before I do my foundation, just for an extra step of hydration. And that rhymed. And I didn't even do that intentionally. Whew. I shocked my eyeballs there. Okay. Okie dokie. So the first thing that I'm actually going to do is I'm going to prime my face, and this is, I'm like running super low on this, and this is probably like my second or third purchase of this. I believe that it's still around. I'm not sure if they finally discontinued it. I know that there was some talk about them discontinuing it, but this is the Present Primer by Philosophy. And I love, like, I love the way this smells. It smells so good. And it just feels really like thick and nourishing. It's my favorite primer. And I use it sparingly because they were going to be discontinuing it. Which I will definitely put a link, if you can still purchase it, in the description box below, because it's just such a good primer. Again, not sponsored, it's just, I really like it. And you know how there's sometimes, like, you know how there are products that you have like a lot of them that you like, that you're just like a fan of like a lot of different products in like one specific product. I'm just like repeating myself over and over. But primers for me is not one of those things. Like, I have a lot of favorite liquid lipsticks. Obviously my favorite is ColourPop and Kat Von D, but like I have a few favorites with those. I have a few favorite foundations and things like that, but what I have seen is that with primers, I'm not a huge fan of like a lot of primers. Like, I like Benefit's primers. I've used a lot of their primers actually, and I've always been a fan of them. But this one is just, oh my gosh, I love it. and it just feels so nourishing. And I just like worked it into the skin a lot, so that's why I was like going over it and over and over it. And then today I'm going to use the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Foundation. My color, I literally go through this every time, don't we? Light, medium, sand. So I'm going to go in with that. And before I do that, actually, now I remember what I was looking for, guys. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this NYX Color Correcting Concealer palette. And I'm going to go in with the peach shade, and I'm just going to take that a little bit under my eyes. I haven't been sleeping all that great lately, being 7.5 months pregnant, as I mentioned in my last video. It's just made me like now I'm getting to the point in the pregnancy where I can't, or I'm not sleeping all that well because I just get super uncomfortable, and I wake up in the middle of the night just like needing to pee. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. So I'm just putting a little bit of that peach right under my eyes to cover up those dark circles. Evenly distributing it all over my face, and then I'm going to blend it out. I'm just going to put a little bit on first, and then if I need more, I'll go over it. Which most likely I will. Why this foundation looks super pale right now. Probably looks even more pale on camera. It's probably because of the peach color corrector that I just used, because it is a bit light. And I'm also a little bit tanner than I usually am. In the color light medium. It might be actually a little darker than this foundation, but that's okay. Just put a little bit on my nose, right in the center. Put a little bit right here because I have a little pimple that I was trying to pop that wasn't ready. Just a little bit of concealer on my chin, and I always put a little bit here, and like very little around my nose. Don't you guys love how I'm like a little bit and a little bit and a little bit, and it's not a little bit? I like to blend out all the smaller spots on the face first. Like all the spots that we concealed, but like the smaller areas. And then this is the part where if you want, you can just do one of these and sharpen up that line if you'd like. And I'm actually going to put a little bit of that oil that I used earlier on my skin, and I'm going to spray it into my Cinema Secrets palette. This is the foundation palette. This is Kit 9. So this is a great kit to have in your, has a little bit of highlighter in it. I'm just going to go in with one of the caramel tones in here. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with one of the lighter shades in this palette to contour. And this is a great palette to have in your kit, especially if like you're starting out, because it does last you a really long time. When I first started really doing like production shoots and stuff like that, I would always have a few of these palettes in my kit, and then I can mix and match and get any foundation that I needed, and then I can just kind of do it like spots or spot conceal, because if you spot conceal, then you don't have to really do foundation all over, and it actually looks better on camera most of the time. Just going to put a little bit here, even though usually on like a day-to-day basis I don't contour my nose, but you know, do it for YouTube or whatever. Going to go in with this brush. This is the contour brush by Real Techniques, and I'm going to blend all of this out and back into my hairline. And what you want to do when you're blending out your contour or your cream contour is you always want to make sure that you're blending it back into your hairline, but that you're also kind of like feathering it in like towards your face, just because you don't want it to look like you have two lines kind of between your foundation and your contour. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of setting powder, and this is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I just started using this, and I can see what the hype is all about, because this powder is so finely milled. It's crazy. Like it feels like you're setting your makeup with like crushed angel wings or something. Now we're going to go in back, or we're going to go back into the eyes, and we're going to go in with that original color, the Making Moves color. I'm going to take that under the eye. And we're taking that on the Luxie 227T. I'm pretty sure T just stands for travel. And this came in the Boxy Charm for November. I'm going to go in with the other berry color that we used. There doesn't seem to be any sort of fallout, but I always like to dust under my eyes anyway, just as a precaution. And then we're going. Apparently, goni is a word. Okay, now we're going to go in with the Luxe 221T brush into that purple color that we used earlier. We're going to put this right on the lash line. Smudge that out a little bit more. Small Essence of Beauty crease brush, and I'm actually going to go back into that Winky Luxe palette, and we're going to go into, actually, I'm going to go into this. Whoa, I almost said a palette. Okay, I'm gonna go into Rayon, which is this beautiful opal shade. I'm going to take that into my inner corner. I just think this is going to add a really pretty little pop. So that's it for the eyes. Well, actually, no, not yet. I'm going to do my face, the rest of my face. Then after I do the rest of my face, I'm going to spray my face. And then after I spray my face, I'm going to put my lower lash mascara. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Delicious. I actually got the sample size because I went to Sephora when I was at Disney Springs and I had like a few points, so I was like, oh, let me use them. This smells so delicious. I'm just kind of going over everywhere where I put that cream contour, kind of like to set it and to make the contour just pop a little bit more. I am using this on my ears. As you guys know, I always bronze my ears because I hate when there's like a line of demarcation between the ears and the rest of the makeup. And you know what's crazy about this? When like the bronzer dust comes up, it tastes like straight up chocolate. Like I'm not over here like licking the bronzer, but whenever like the powder flies around and it just so happens to land anywhere near my mouth, like it tastes like chocolate. And I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Hoola just to kind of carve out the cheeks a little bit more. I need all the carving that I can get right now with this little potato face that I have due to the little baby growing inside of me. For blush, I am not going in with Kat Von D Hansel and Gretel, although I usually do because that's my favorite one. But I'm going in with ULTA Heartbreaker. This is a blush. It's really pretty and shimmery. So I'm going to go in with that. And I'm going to take that on a buffing brush from Real Techniques. I'm going to go in first with Monster. I don't know why the label looks weird right now, but this is Monster by ColourPop. It's a beautiful pinky purple. And it's weird because when I first bought it, I thought it was more purple than pink, but now I'm seeing it's like more pink than purple. And I'm taking that on a MUA Professional contour brush, and this can be picked up at CVS. And I don't know if I was inspired because I'm having a little girl, and like I've never been a fan of pink, but because she's coming, I want everything like pink and pretty, and you know, I'm very excited to meet her. And put a little bit on the tip of the nose and right in the bridge. And then right on the Cupid's bow. And then, now I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Spectra kit, and I think I'm going to take a little bit of purple. Literally just very little. Oh yeah, it looks so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna stop myself now before I look like a glazed donut. Okay, now I'm going to spray my face with the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. I'm just going to spray this all over the face. And then I'm going to top that off with the All Nighter spray. Using the Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. Just going to pop a little bit of that on my lower lash line. This color here, it's called Ludwig. It's literally my lip color. Okay guys, so that's the completed look. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys are interested in more looks, hopefully you are. If you guys are interested in more tutorials like this, or even like just any sort of videos that you want to see, please leave them in the comments below, as I'd love to see your suggestions. Again, thank you guys so much for being so supportive and all of your nice messages and all of your nice comments and things like that. I appreciate it so much. And I'm really not just saying it like de boca pa afuera, like I truly mean it. I appreciate it so much. I always say this in our videos, or I always say this at the end of every video, but I am so appreciative to you guys. I am so appreciative of our little community that we've created here, and yeah, I'm just very thankful for you guys. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a like and or thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Again, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.